students, I have explained you about transitive and intransitive verbs. Now I am going to explain you linking verbs. As it is clear by the names, linking verbs means the verbs which link the subject with its complement. These verbs don't tell about any action. These verbs only join the subject with its complement. Now look at the example. For example, she looks very sad. In this example, looks is the verb which is joining the subject she with its complement. So this verb looks is a linking verb. Next example, I will be an army officer. In this sentence, will be is the verb and it is connecting the subject I with its complement. So will be is linking verb. Next example is, it sounds very good. Now sounds is the verb which is joining the subject it with its complement. So sound is linking verb. Verb such as is, am, are, was, were, will be, shall be, look, appear, sound, see, turn, taste, these verbs work as a linking verb. Now next is auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs are also known as helping verbs. These verbs help the main verb in the sentence. There are two types of auxiliary verbs. First one is non-modal auxiliary verb and second one is modal auxiliary verbs. Non-modal auxiliary verbs are do, does, did, has, have, had, is and are, was, were, will be and shall be. For example, I have taken my lunch. In this sentence, taken is the main verb and have is the auxiliary verb which is helping the main verb in the sentence. Next example is, did he come here yesterday? Now in this sentence, come is the main verb and did is the auxiliary verb which is helping the main verb in the sentence. Now next is modal auxiliary verbs. Modal auxiliary verbs are can, may, could, should, might, would and so on. For example, I can do this work. In this sentence, do is the main verb and can is the auxiliary verb which is helping the main verb in the sentence. Next example, may God bless you. In this sentence, Less is the main verb and may is the auxiliary verb which is helping this main verb in the sentence. Next is finite verbs and non-finite verbs. Finite verbs are the verbs which change its form according to the subject or tense. For example, she performs very well in the games. This is the first sentence in which performs is the verb. Now look at the second example. They perform well in the games. Third example is he had performed very well in the games. Now students, look at the examples very carefully. In first sentence, the subject is she and with she the verb is performs. Now in second sentence, the subject is they, so the verb is perform. In this verb, s is not being used. These both sentences are of present indefinite tense, but due to the change of subject, the form of verb is changing. Now look at the third example. In this example, this is the sentence of past perfect tense. So according to that, the verb is performed. So have you observed? This verb perform is changing its form according to the subject or tense. So this verb perform is finite verb. Next is non-finite verbs. Non-finite verbs are the verbs which do not change its form according to the subject or tense. Look at the examples. They have come to attend the seminar. Next example is she will come to attend the seminar. Next example is we came to attend the seminar. Students, in example number 1, they is the subject, come is the main verb, and it is present perfect tense sentence. Example number 2, she is the subject, come is the main verb, and it is the sentence of future indefinite tense. Next is we is the subject, came is the main verb, and it is the sentence of past indefinite tense. Now in these examples, if you observe this verb attend, in example number 1, the verb is attend. In example number 2, the verb is attend. In example number 3, the verb is attend. In all these examples, this verb attend is not changing its form according to the subject or tense. So this verb attend is your non-finite verb. Non-finite verbs are of 3 types. First one is infinitives. in infinitives we are having two. First is two infinitives. For example, to play, to come. Now look at the sentences. He will come to play the match. In this sentence, come is the finite verb and this verb to play is your infinitive. Next is I teach to get happiness. In this sentence, to get is your to infinitive. Now next infinitive is bare infinitive. Bare infinitives are used without to. For example, her presence made me smile. In this sentence, made is the finite verb and smile is non-finite verb, bare infinitive. Next example is the teacher will let him go to the playground. In this sentence, let is your finite verb and this verb go is your non-finite verb, bare infinitive. Next type of non-finite verbs is participles. Participles are executive verbs which act as an adjective in a sentence. We are having two types of participles. First one is present participles and second one is past participles. Present participles end with ing. For example, crying, jumping, talking, walking. Look at the sentences. She is having smiling face. Now in this sentence, face is the noun and smiling is coming before noun, so smiling is an adjective, but exactly smile is a verb. So in this sentence, smile is a verb which is performing as an adjective in the sentence, so smiling is present participle. Next sentence is it is an interesting book. In this sentence, book is the noun and interesting is coming before this noun, so interesting is an adjective, but exactly interest is a verb and in this sentence interest is working as an adjective. Now past participles. Past participles end with ed or en. For example, painted, broken, worked. Look at the sentences. There is a wrapped packet. In this sentence, packet is the noun. Wrapped is coming before this noun, so wrapped is an adjective. And exactly, wrap is a verb. But in this sentence, wrap is working as an adjective, so it is participle and it is ending with ed, so it is your past participle. Next example, I have purchased a blue colored shirt. Now in this sentence, shirt is the noun, colored is coming before this noun, so colored is an adjective, but color is exactly a verb. So in this sentence, this verb color is working as an adjective, so color is a participle and it is ending with ed, so it is past participle. Now the last type of non-finite verb is gerunds. Gerunds are the ing form of verb. It ends with ing. Now look at the examples. Reading is essential for our knowledge. In this sentence, read is exactly a verb, but in this sentence, read is working as a noun. So, this word reading is gerund. Example number 2. My mom's favorite time pass is cooking. Cook is exactly a verb, but here cook is working as a noun, so it is also gerund. As a noun, take the position of subject or object in a sentence. In the same way, gerunds can take the place of a subject or an object. The fifth type of verb is positive verbs. Positive verbs are the verbs which refer to the cause of an action. Verbs such as make, allow, enable, force, get, help, let, these verbs work as a positive verbs. For example, my father allowed me to join music class. In this sentence, allowed is your positive verbs. These positive verbs also show relationship between the subject is my father, and the object is me. So this positive verb is showing relation between the subject and the object. Next example is Rohit let the child sleep. In this sentence, let is your positive verbs, and this positive verb is also showing relation between the subject Rohit and the object child. In Hindi you can understand this, जब हमसे कोई काम करवाया जाता है, then the verb that we use, that are positive verbs. Students, it's all about this chapter work. Thank you so much.